Here in the city, everything is normal, and absolutely nothing can go wrong. But now I want to watch television to see the news of the day. But it looks like the journalist is a little more serious. This means that today there are very serious things to be said. He said, a tsunami is approaching the city, flee to high places as soon as possible. This can only be a joke, right? But now Bob is building protections on his house, and there's a new border here in the city. Okay, I'm leaving to understand what's happening here. Bob, tell me, why are you doing this? He said, did you see the news? There will be a tsunami. But it's very obvious that this is a lie. There's no way a tsunami can reach the city. We're in the middle of nowhere, and the water isn't even rising. He said, that's the problem. We're surrounded by water. Okay, Bob, you're very weird. You're making theories that don't make sense. And even if there is a tsunami, I don't think you'll be able to stay in your house. A tsunami can easily destroy your house. But now I'm coming here to my friend's party. I just arrived here. He's throwing a party. This looks really cool. There's this thing flying here. Okay, I'm going to grab this object, and now I'm going to knock this down. I'm sure I'll be able to do it. I'm almost destroying this. But while I was here, apparently it started to rain. Wait, this here is a little weird. Both of us are seeing this rain. Big, do you really think there's going to be a tsunami here in the city? And he agreed. If you think there's going to be a tsunami, why aren't you scared? He said, I know I'll be rescued by the military. You shouldn't be so sure. If a tsunami really happens, my plan is to flee the city. I'm not going to stay here trying my luck to survive in a place that has a tsunami. But now I'm going back home, especially because it's raining a lot. And now I think I'm going to sleep a little. After all, I live in a very small city where nothing much happens here for months. And when I say months, I'm not even joking. Now a few hours have passed. Wait, is it still raining? This is a little weird. It's really raining a lot here in the city. It's not possible that those guys were right. Okay, I need to watch a little more television so they can explain absolutely everything that's happening. I'm very scared of everything that's happening here in the city. He said, we don't know when the tsunami will reach the city, but it has already hit nearby islands. Okay, this is worse than it looks. He just confirmed with all the words that the city will be completely hit by this tsunami. Maybe all of them are right, and everything here in the city is really going to be destroyed. But I need to see my friend Big. He's here dancing, and he's very happy at his party. I should be less worried because, for sure, the military will save us. After all, they've already arrived in the city. Now I'm leaving here. I want to visit the city to see how everything is going. I want to see if the city is abandoned. So I just arrived right here, and you have to open this gate. But now he's looking here, and he can't open the border. He said, it's too dangerous. There's a risk of flooding, then you'll get stuck there. It's my right that I should leave the city whenever I want. I can leave my residence and come back whenever I want. So you simply can't stop me. And now he's aiming this weapon. Okay, he can stop me. So I'm leaving. But I can go this other way. But now there's a problem because he's coming after me. Okay, I stopped right here. Wait, I'm not going anywhere. I was going home. I swear to you that I came to do that. So now I just closed this gate. So he finally went back into the vehicle. This military guy is simply bizarre. I don't think he's working in favor of the people. But now I'm going to leave here. After all, he's distracted and he's coming back to the front and won't even notice that I just left here. Okay, I almost flipped my car. That was very risky. Okay, now I'm coming here to the front to see if the city is flooded. But, apparently, there's nothing much happening, except for the fact that there's a helicopter coming here. Okay, this is super weird, and now it looks like it's coming here to my neighborhood. So now it landed right here, and it even opened this door, and there's a very important soldier coming out of here. So now this city soldier is arriving to talk to him. He said, we will rescue the residents after the big flood. If we rescue them before, they won't believe us. Okay, it's very weird everything they're talking about. But now I'm arriving right here in front, and nothing much is happening. I think now is the perfect moment to buy food here at the market, but there's no attendant. Okay, this is very weird. So I'm arriving right here. I want to grab as much food as possible while I still can. So literally, I'm buying all the food. Wait, what is this? WX is coming here. Dude, what are you doing? I didn't even know you were in the city. He said, I'm going to Buenos Aires. Okay, you're pretty smart because that way you'll escape the tsunami. But he doesn't know what I'm talking about. Wait, you don't know about the tsunami? It's going to happen a tsunami in the city that's going to destroy everything, and you'll escape exactly at the moment this tsunami is going to start. He said, could this be a lie? It doesn't make sense to have a tsunami and they still haven't evacuated. You know how the city is. The mayor here is terrible. Until he realizes this is a problem, it will probably take a long time. And now this friend of mine is coming here. He did the right thing by leaving the city because, with everything that's happening, the city really has no future and he's waiting for his flight. Okay, now I'm going back home and he has to open this gate because I want to get back here. Okay, I'm honking and now he got scared and finally he opened this gate. Okay, I'm coming in here and the helicopter is still here. I'm a little scared of this, especially because it's a giant helicopter. I think everyone should be scared of that. And now it just flew away. The next time they come back to the city will be to rescue us. And he's looking here. He said, why did you leave even knowing it's dangerous to go out? Dude, it's not dangerous to go out. Actually, it's dangerous to stay here. If everything is really going to be destroyed like you say, we have to leave here as fast as possible. Okay, now I'm going back home. And why did this turn red out of nowhere? The scientist's house is completely red. Okay, first let me go back home. I have to come here to see what's happening. I hope the scientist is okay. Okay, I'm going to go down here. But what is this? His house is flooded, and it looks like it's on fire. Scientist, can't you see this? Your house is flooded. Now he's looking here, and only now he noticed. He said, the tsunami is more real than I imagined. Even you are saying this. There's a chance of a tsunami. But for that it will have to rain much more. The city isn't even flooded. Your house is the only house that's flooded. Wait, actually apparently there are more houses that are flooded. This one here is full of water, and the worst of all is that the power went out. Okay, I went up here, and you also have to leave. This water is dangerous, especially because it can have electricity in it, and that can be fatal. He said, let's go buy some things. I don't know if that's a good idea, but even so he's coming here. Okay, I'll follow him. He must know what he's doing. I'm going to get in here. He has a very tall car, but even so this can be very dangerous. If everything floods here in the city, this will be our end. And even so he's coming here to the front. I wonder what he's going to buy. Okay, we're arriving right here, and from what it looks like, he's coming exactly to the gun store. Why would he need a weapon? For now, I simply don't know. But now it's flooded. Okay, this is worse than it looks. The entire city is flooded. This is the first step to the tsunami. The second step is the tsunami. This here is simply terrible. He hasn't even noticed this yet, but he simply bought a flashlight. I don't know if that purchase was very smart. Now we're stuck here in the middle of nowhere. You can't leave from there, and I also can't leave from here. He said, the car is still on. Drive it to me. Okay, I'm going to try to do this. I'm really driving this vehicle, and now I'm getting closer. Dude, I think you can come here. It's not as hard as it looks. And now he finally arrived. Do you want to drive this? He said, let's rescue everyone so we can be called heroes. I really wanted to go back home, but since you really want to save people just to be called a hero, then let's go. But I'll say this already. I'm saving people because they really need to be saved. It looks like there's a guy in the middle of nowhere, and now you have to come here. Okay, let's rescue more people. There's a person on top of them all. Dude, you have to come here now. This is your only chance. Then he arrived. Okay, let's take him back to the neighborhood. Literally, we saved 2 people. That's a lot. I never imagined that I would save so many people. Even the soldier is looking back here, and now he opened the gate. So now both of them came here. Dude, let's save more people. There must be a lot of people needing help. I don't know where there are more people, but now I'm coming here to the front, and from what it looks like, there's a guy at the gas station right there. Okay, now I'm coming here to rescue him. You have to come to the back of the tow truck. He's not just anyone, he's the journalist. He's one of the most important people of all. He was the one who warned us about the tsunami. And there's a crashed car right here. Okay, I arrived to help him. From what it looks like, he had an accident. So finally he arrived here. Great, I'm going to take them back home. Dude, I'm doing this to save all of them. But the scientist just wants to be called a hero. Okay, I just arrived here. Scientist, do you have any plan to escape everything that's happening here? He said, let's wait for rescue. It's simple. Now everyone is coming here in the helicopter that's going to take them very far away. Literally, they're being taken to another city. They were luckier than me. I still live in this simple house that can be flooded at any moment, but now I'm going back home. I'm really very scared of the tsunami. The worst part is not knowing when it's going to arrive. We only know that the entire city is flooded, but we don't know anything else beyond that. Now it's another day, and I didn't even sleep properly. The sound of the rain is very loud, and also very worrying. I'm coming here to watch television while there's still power here. My friend's house itself doesn't have power anymore. This also applies to the scientist's house, and even this blue house. Me and Bob are the only ones who still have power. But now this journalist appeared. He has something very important to say again. He said, the military built a base on top of the nuclear power plant for the residents to survive the tsunami. Okay, this is much worse than it looks. I swore we would be evacuated to a better city, but in fact, we're going to stay here still. But I have a question. Is the nuclear power plant really capable of surviving the tsunami? Everyone here is also watching television. I'm coming to talk to the military guy because I have something very important to say. Do you really think the nuclear power plant is self-sufficient to survive the tsunami? He said, obviously not, but we have no choice. Wait, it stopped raining. Literally, it stopped raining out of nowhere. This means there won't be a tsunami anymore. The entire city is going back to normal, but the scientist left from here, and simply, he just fell on the ground. I don't know what's happening. Scientist, tell me what's happening. Now he got up. He said, when it stops raining, it means we're closer to the tsunami than you think. Wait, this simply can't be true. Finally, this helicopter arrived. He said, let's go to the shelters. Okay, we're coming here. Big isn't even worried. The same goes for Bob. You can see that he's happy, and now we took off. But you can see that there really is a base over there. Okay, we're going down right in this area. There's a giant base here with several houses. There's entertainment here. There's literally everything we need. This will be our new beginning. I have to choose one of these houses. Now we're all getting out. I think this will be my house, but he arrived before me, and apparently, he's sleeping. Okay, I'll sleep in this other room. I'm still very scared of all this. It's weird that I might lose my house. Meanwhile, these two simply don't care. You can see that my house already has no power, and Bob's house also has no power. I told him that putting those wooden boards wouldn't help. Now a few hours have passed. Okay, I just woke up. The bad part is that I just woke up at night. It's not recommended to wake up in the middle of the night. I think only the soldier is awake, and literally, he's watching television. How are you not afraid of this? He said. Who said I'm not afraid? It's because it really looks like you don't care. And now it started raining again, and apparently, the scientist is training. We have to do something important. We have to protect everything that's here by putting a roof. Let's put a roof on this part in the gym, and much more, to protect everything we have. He picked up the hammer, and now he agreed. While he builds here, I'm going to this part to build this. I'll put a roof exactly here to really protect us from everything. This is actually turning out very good. Now I'll put this over the food too. It's important to protect all of this. Great, now I'm going to eat. It's good to eat a little after all this. I built very important things here, but now the nuclear power plant ran out of power. This here is simply terrible, literally. All the power went out. This can be much worse for us, because we can't watch television anymore. This came from the power of the nuclear plant. Yeah, soldier, it looks like we have another problem. The power here is worse than it looks. I was sleeping here, and you can see that it's daytime. Some are training, while others are sleeping. But now I just got up, and they're watching television. But what's happening? Actually, it's Big who's appearing here. He said, today there's a forecast of rain. Good thing he said that, but now the power here came back. Okay, we're seeing this, and this soldier appeared. What could have happened for the soldier to appear here? Especially because, normally, it was a scientist. He said, the situation in the city is critical. I ask that you go up to the top of the mountain immediately. Okay, this is scary. We have to go up to the top of the mountain immediately. So now all of us are coming here. This is urgent. This may be our only chance to escape. People who weren't scared now are scared. If even Bob is scared, it's because this is serious. Now they closed this door. We're finally flying. We're going to arrive on top of the mountain, which will be incredible. But I don't believe our houses will be destroyed. After all, I love my house. Finally, we arrived here, and he landed the helicopter. Okay, this here is incredible. Finally, we can get out, and it's good to know that we'll survive the tsunami that's coming. It's simply impossible for it to reach up here. Now he's looking for the tsunami. Maybe it'll take a while. And now even Big arrived here. Look how weird. We'll be able to see the destruction of the city. But he's looking here. He said, this is the tsunami apocalypse. Unfortunately, you're right. You can see that the entire city is flooded. Some chose to record this, and others here are really very scared. I'm waiting for the tsunami to arrive to see if I'll survive. I'm in the highest place of all. This mountain is much higher than it looks. It's impossible for the tsunami to reach here. But Bob is looking over here. He said, guys, what is that on the horizon? Okay, all of us are seeing this. Okay, there's a tsunami coming to the city. This is terrible. You can see that it's passing by the island. And this is the biggest tsunami I've ever seen in my life. It's taller than my house. It's slowly reaching the city. Literally, it's passing through here. But luckily, we're on top of the mountain and we're going to survive this. But now everyone here is scared. It makes a lot of sense for them to be scared. After all, this is passing right below us. But now this finally passed through the city and also passed by the mountain. Big, everything worked out. We're coming here behind to see the tsunami, and you can see that. Finally, it's leaving the city. He said, good thing we're on top of the mountain. Unfortunately, not everything was on top of the mountain. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. Our houses were completely destroyed. Police cars were destroyed, and my house literally disappeared. I don't even know what this is anymore. Everything bad that could happen ended up happening. Now a few days have passed. All of us are here to go back home. So he closed this door, and he's coming here to pilot this helicopter. I'm afraid of all this. After all, a lot of things were destroyed. I think this will never go back to normal. Even if they tell me it will go back to normal, it's simply impossible. The destruction was too big. Everything ended up disappearing. But Big ended up arriving here. He said, let's rebuild luxury houses. Okay, that's a great idea. Let's rebuild this. Just much better. Now a few months passed. New mansions appeared that we ourselves are building. This one here is Bob's mansion. This is Big's mansion. And 2 houses are still being built. All of us are working here non-stop to be able to build the houses. And this time it's my house that's being built. And now the scientist is cleaning the entire city. So finally this city can be cleaned of all the flooding that dirted the city. Seriously, the city is really very dirty. Hospitals are dirty. There are few things here in the city that are clean. Now many months have passed. It's weird to say this, but everything went back to normal. People like Bob are resting. I have this new mansion, and the scientist chose to keep the same house as before. But now I'm leaving here because it looks like it's going to snow. Literally, it's snowing. Now even Big left here. He has something to say. He said, do you prefer a snow tsunami or a water tsunami? I prefer to run away. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just become a channel member and I'll add you on Roblox.